I am not sure. Am I the only one on? If you didn't know, I'm Garrett with Diary of a Family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are trying to do a dual live stream with nursing our travel bug. And once Bill figures out how to get back on, we will be we'll be getting this thing rolling. One thing that you guys might not know is that Bill and I are in the same kind of role in our families. Bill is a stay-at-home parent of a nursing.
Oh,
there it is. There's
oh my
Bill.
goodness! Can you hear me?
Yes.
My goodness, yeah, that's good. Wow. Apparently, there's just a little plus sign I gotta push.
Plus signs normally mean adding, which is good.
Yeah, I did tell Hippie you'll probably get at least a chuckle out of it. Hopefully, it's somewhat entertaining driving through Orlando.
You can just say first time Streamlabs. Hey, it is what it is.
That's right.
Sorry. Hopefully it wasn't like 5 minutes of blackness on the front end, and people are like, "What is this?"
Well, it probably was. Maybe we can edit that later. We'll see.
Should be able to.
Yeah.
So
that's funny. I'll have to figure out the whole setup. I don't know how people do it if you're looking at a camera and trying to check your chat at the same and your son's homework at the same time.
Yeah, you kind of get used to it, but you kind of just have to keep your eye open for a little movement out of the side of your eye. Just be like, oh, I think there's something.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, daydream about nice things. Welcome. So, we were trying to figure out a topic to talk about because we're both stay-at-home parents. So, if you guys have any questions about what it's like to be a stay-at-home dad on the road, leave it in the description or in the comments, the chat, and we will try to do our best to answer it. So
what are you guys up to today, Garrett?
Well, I just finished shooting a video for my RV Media Creators channel, and I'll be getting that out by tomorrow. We're on the road tomorrow, heading towards Texas, and we will probably run into you guys on our way back east. So we're looking forward to that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It is awesome. We've been having some fun with Will, my son. Yeah. 9 years old. We're struggling. We're struggling with perimeter, actually area of these like shapes. They're rectangles, but they're stacked on each other. So you got to find the whole area and perimeter and all that. We're struggling a little bit, but we're figuring it out. And,
the nice thing is my kids are just a little bit younger. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm struggling with how to add 2 + 1.
Right.
Well, not me. I can add 2 + 1 just fine. It's my 6-year-old son that's like, this is the hardest thing ever, and I'm like, no, it's not. What is 1 after 2?
Yep.
Like, this, dude. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyways, I mean, and then Emma's at the point as far as schoolwork wise where she can easily just kind of do her work, and then I can check it afterwards and be like, yeah, you're good, and I have no idea. It looks good to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, but how are you guys liking Waco? You've been there 3 months, 4 months now?
About 4 months, because we just started a new 13-week contract, and we're here till mid-March.
Yeah.
Well, figuring all that out. So
nice.
So yeah, we are, like you said, we're in the same boat. We both get to stay at home with the kids while our wives are off doing the travel nurse thing.
Honestly, they can have it. I don't want to take care of patients like that. I have enough on my plate already.
That's what I say all the time. Man, I don't know how they do it.
Yep.
I'm just going to fumble around with stuff, try to find my flow.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes that's really all you have to do. I mean, sorry, I have flies around here. For some reason, the place we're boondocking is close to I think a chicken farm. And even though we're about 10 miles away, the whole area is just infested with flies. And so we have fly traps everywhere. But so if I'm swatting around at things, it's because I'm swatting at a fly. I'm not going crazy.
That's fun.
So, yeah. Anyways, so are you guys excited about getting back on the road? I mean, I know you've been stationary for a while.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's right now. It's still a little unknown for us as to what we're doing, as you know. But I'm excited for that next part. If everything falls together like we hope it does, then that's gonna be pretty cool.
Yes. Yeah, we're hoping everything works together and then we can announce special things in the future.
Yes.
So, Daydream About Nice Things said, I have a son in nursing school. He graduates RN school in May and then starts his program.
Nurse practitioner.
Yeah. Is that nurse practitioner? So that's awesome. I mean, nursing is a fantastic field, and there's definitely not enough nurses out there. So, I hear a lot of piano and a lot of like background noise. So I'm not sure if it's really loud on your end, but
well, my son's #real life. Son's practicing piano. Could you maybe close the doors and turn that down a little, Will? Help me out. Piano, it's playing beautifully, though. You're doing a great job.
It sounds fantastic. It's just, it's hard to talk sometimes.
Yes, and I don't know if that's the other thing. Mike, can I turn it down?
There should be a way to turn it down just a little bit.
Maybe.
Do you know So as far as the smell from the chicken farm, we get a little bit of manure smell every once in a while if the wind is right. If the wind is also going the right direction, we don't have as bad of fly issues. But the ones that get in the trailer are also just terrible most of the time. Hey, Galleon Adventures just joined us. Hey, Jerry, welcome. Yeah, anything with farms, you're just going to have to deal with flies. And we're even out in the middle of the desert where we're at right now. It's just terrible. So, no. So what I wasn't saying that what Will was playing was bad or just noise. Like, it was nice music. Honestly, I could tell that it's good. He's a good piano player.
Yeah, we lucked out.
Yeah.
We were in Orlando. So my microphone volume, is that changing? I'm messing with something here.
Yeah, it's kind of going up and down. If you...
Yeah, about right here.
Right there. Yeah, perfect. Leave it there.
Perfect. So we were in Orlando, and we were having lessons at a music store.
Okay.
A good guy by the name of Larry. We were telling him our situation. He's like, "Oh, that's exciting," because they're actually looking into RV stuff. Yeah. And said it'd be cool if we could figure out something to do over Skype or something. We could just do piano lessons and continue with you because we really liked having him. And he's like, well, as a matter of fact, I used to live in Italy and I've done that before. So if you guys want to do that, and we have, and that's worked out pretty good. So.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, my Carolyn plays piano, and so we've been trying to get our kids to do it. But with boondocking, it's really hard because we have to be connected to power.
Right.
Which means if they want to practice piano, we have to be running the generator.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine normally. It's not really that big of a deal, but it's, a lot of times I just have other things I have to do, and it's like, we'll get to it. We promise. We will. We're not going to, forget all the music stuff because we all really like music. But if you can do it and figure out how to do it while you are on the road, then I think it's a cool thing.
Right.
So
they like it. Bella, they're both doing. At first, Bella was really excelling at it, and then we didn't know if it was Will's thing, but turns out he's catching up. And
that's awesome. There you go. That helps out. You know, and a lot of times it just takes a little bit of incentive from somebody else to push, you know, other people. Oh, they're doing it. I'd like to do it too.
Right.
You know, unfortunately with my kids, once they see someone else doing it, at least with the boys, half the time it ends up in a fighting match. Because one person wants to do it and the other person wants to do it. And you're like, wait a minute, just hold on, please. So... anyways.
So I had an idea. I was trying to think of ways to grill each other.
Yeah.
I'm asking on the stay-at-home dad topic. So what is something if I can ask you, what do you struggle with the most as a stay-at-home dad?
I think getting time, personal time. Because Carolyn's at work for 12 hours a day, not including commute time. So by the time that's done, that's almost 14 hours of me having to do breakfasts and lunches and schoolwork and all the other things that we do during the day. And there are times where it's just a little overwhelming, especially with little kids. I mean, our youngest is 3 and our oldest is 8. So our oldest is not quite old enough to be left in charge of the youngest one. And then, you know, our middle one is having issues that we're having to take care of as well. So, you know, without going into any details on that. But so, you know, for me, it's just at the end of the day, super tired. Which I understand because she worked for 14 hours, basically. But I also took care of the kids for 14 hours. So a lot of times sometimes to me, it feels like I don't actually get enough of a break from having to do the daily stuff. Because then the next couple of days when Carolyn's off, you know, she's recuperating from those long days that she works.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like this, I wish I could just go out and do some errands. So a lot of times I'll wait to do like shopping and getting propane and gas and stuff like that to when Carolyn's up and around, so that I at least get an hour or two to myself to at least just get some, not having kids going
right.
Because that's honestly, that's the hardest part, is when the kids are just back and forth and I'm like, stop please, just calm down. You go over there. You go over there. You were about to go to jail, so stop it.
Right.
Well, I say jail, and I really mean more of the crib that my 3-year-old has. We put one of those child gates up on his bed, on his bunk, so that, you know, he's not getting out of bed all the time, type of thing. So he's not quite old enough to be able to sleep by himself in a bed and not be like every 10 minutes getting up. So, you know, normally that's where his timeout is out of there. So,
yeah.
But it will be nice though. Our next location being in Athens, I'll be work camping. So I'm going to be the one working for about a month, and Carolyn will be at home. So hopefully she'll be able to understand my struggles.
Right.
As a stay-at-home parent. And because a lot of times, you know, and then she's like, I can't deal with these kids right now. I'm like, well, welcome to what I've been dealing with 3 days a week, or, you know, or at least sometimes 4 days a week, or if not more, because sometimes she'll get home and then she'll get sick from something. And so she's out for 2 days, 2 or 3 days, and then she's like, just gets better and then goes back to work. And so there are a lot of times where I just feel like I'm kind of like out there by myself. But, you know, it's a thing. It's probably the same way with her. She's feeling like she has to go to work. She's making ends meet for the family. And it's really and truly kind of the same thing. I'm tired. I worked all day. And so it's I guess it's for us, it's understanding. If we both understand each other's roles and what we each need, you know, then we'll kind of make some sacrifices to help each other out.
Absolutely. Yeah, we kind of go through the same thing. Like you said, they work their, like Natasha often works like her 3 12s in a row if she can.
Yes.
And then after she works, she's like, I just want to chill, you know, sit down. And I'm like, you just worked the last 3 days. Let's go do something, you know. She's like, nah. Yeah. So there's that little struggle there. And yeah, like you were saying, we joke about it. Like you're frustrated after like 2 hours, 24/7 here, 24/7, you know?
Yes. Well, and there's times just like, there's like, how do I, you know, just get through to you? Because right now you don't want me, you want to talk to mom, but mom's not here.
Right.
So
yep.
You can't just, you know, sometimes you just have to deal with whatever parent you got there, but you also have to respect me as a parent just as much as you respect mom as a parent. So, you know, we're dealing with that kind of issues, respect issues, and, you know, things like that. But you know, even when they get older, it's a constant battle. And you know, I don't know with your perfect kids if you have to deal with, you know, respect.
Yeah. Oh, did I freeze? I might have froze, but yeah. He jokes about my perfect kids.
Are we there?
You're there. Was I frozen?
Oh, yeah. I think we kind of froze out for a second.
Good. Yeah. Perfect kids. Yeah, you bet.
Perfect kids. Well, you know, the nice thing is for you guys is you don't have to deal with changing diapers and, you know, I still have to deal with the toddler stuff. Yeah. So that's its own, you know, and the hard part is for us, it's our middle kid. And I think it's why we're having some attitude issues that we're dealing with is that I'm spending so much time trying to work with our toddler because he requires more of my attention. You know, I think he feels that he has to misbehave to get that attention. And so right now, a lot of it is us trying to figure out how do we make sure he feels that he gets the attention he wants. Because I think we're finding out like my middle son's love language is quality time. You know, and so if he's not getting that quality time, he is he's acting up because he wants that attention.
Yep.
But only way he can figure out how to do it is now. So yes, Jerry, it's nice to have kids grown and on their own. And I have at least 15 years left of this before we get to kick them out of the trailer. So
that's the dream, right?
Yes. Trust me, when you move out, our trailer is getting smaller. It is going to get down from 8 beds down to maybe 2 beds or 3 beds. So you better have something in mind. And military is an option. It is.
Always.
Always an option.
No.
They'll pay for your schooling. Honestly, right. I'm totally cool if one of my kids wants to join the military.
Well, yeah.
Or go to trade school or anything.
Yeah. I was just joking that military school, that's an option right now. No.
Yeah, that one would be. The problem is that would take up most of our money.
Right.
You know, we're not swimming in cash. You know, on this life, we are saving money. We have lower costs than if we were, you know, doing a normal job and having a normal house, but we're also not making as much as a whole with travel nursing.
Yep.
You know, so.
But it works. It pays the bills, and we live comfortably. We're not loaded or nothing. But
yeah.
We never have to worry about what our next meal's going to be.
Cool. Well, and that's what I like about this lifestyle is that you don't really have to change a lot to go explore and go see. And, you know, a lot of people that live in a normal house, if they want to go to the Grand Canyon, they're looking at a $4,000 to $5,000 bill for their family to go down to the Grand Canyon and see it. For us that live in our trailer, we just have to get gas and drive there, set up our trailer either outside the campground or even inside the campground. You're paying $285 for a couple of days there. You know, and so your trip went from $5,000 to maybe $400 or $500. You know, and that's what I really love about this mobile lifestyle and living on the road is that, you know, your expenses really don't change a whole lot. Maybe a little bit more in gas when you're going from point A to point B, but you know, you get a national park pass, you can go see a whole bunch of stuff, and then your kids are learning while they're on the road, even when they're not in school, quote unquote, they're still learning.
Yep.
So, and that's what I like. It's different lifestyle. People, the kids are just amazed by a lot of the things, a lot of the sights and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, it's so cool that something always comes to mind for me. It's we forget where we were, but something came up about the Wright brothers and Kitty Hawk, and Bella's like, we were there.
Yeah.
We saw that. I'm like, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
And one of the things I've heard a lot of people do, and it's kind of like part of the unschooling, and we don't really do that, but if they have something that piques their interest, they like, oh, let's learn all about it.
Right.
And so, buddy, don't do that. All right. Sorry.
Oh, real life.
Yeah, my 2-year-old just decided to grab that.
Oh.
So, yeah. What are you doing, dude?
It's redecorating. What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Redecorating. You found his
redecorating.
You found you can key his education towards interior decorating.
Well, with his type of interior decorating, he'll take a stick and poke holes in it and call that art. So it's like, oh, come on.
Those were the days. Don't miss that.
I know.
No.
Yeah, well, we'll be getting lunch here soon, so we're gonna. That's probably why he came back in, because he's hungry and wants food. So.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Oh, this is neat. This is working out. Probably a little something to mess around with Streamyard here, but.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to be testing Streamyard out on my other RV Media Creators, because streaming is such a big part of YouTube now that, you know, what different options do you have? And seeing how Streamyard works. I mean, I'm on my phone right now. You're probably on the computer.
Yep.
So, you know, I can see the chat. I can see Bill. You know, so there's some really cool features of this program, and I definitely want to go delve more into it.
Right.
So
that's pretty neat. I don't want to mess around with it while I'm on here, but
yeah.
Pretty nifty. No, normally we had a video that came out. We just recently, it would spin every Thursday, and I'm like, should I slap something together? And Garrett's like, why don't you do it live? I said, all right. Why not? Why not? I think this could actually be a good topic. It'd almost be like a podcast or something talking about stay-at-home dad stuff, and we'll see. I don't know.
I mean that's kind of what we've been doing. We have our weekend live stream, and then we have a video that comes out during the week. So it's you know, it's kind of a really not, I don't want to say easy, because it takes a specific type. You have to, you know, have your game face on, and you have to just be like, okay, let's do this and roll with it, because it's live. We've been gone for 27 minutes, and if you say something wrong, you know, you're not having to worry that I'm going to have to go back and cut it out. You just kind of like, okay, move on.
Yep. I don't have my talkative sidekick here, so this being all me, I'm like, hey, why not?
Yes.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, and you know, that's the couple times I've done a live stream by myself, I've been like trying to jump back and forth between the chat, and it's just like, like awkward pause. Sorry, like trying to keep up with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's the joys of technology. It's really cool, and it's nice to be able to go back and forth with somebody else, because you know you can say something about you know what we're talking about. They can say something, you know, and you can just have a back and forth conversation, even though it's not face to face. You know, we're what 1,200 miles away. It still is, you know, pretty cool to be able to have a conversation.
Yep.
You know, and once we meet in person, you know, it'll be even better. So.
Heck yeah! Yeah, we got on the schedule that Jerry Holly and James Cantonese were putting together. So we're gonna be doing every Sunday-ish, early evening, I guess. Our time's 5 Eastern. So
okay,
we're gonna be getting that going, and sometimes some Sundays Natasha will be working. So I'll have to I'll find a special guest to help chat it up. Getting some ideas already, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, if you decide to keep using Streamyard, definitely, it's pretty easy to add people on. I mean, the way that I like to do it is a little more in depth. It still works, but this is, you know, probably as far as interviewing back and forth. I kind of like how this works a little bit better.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. Oh, our national adventure. Hey.
I know. We're talking stay-at-home dad talk. So I know you guys travel together, but you know, if you have any questions about the way we do our life, let us know.
Galleon
I'm not sure exactly how many people are still here. Yeah.
I can't even imagine it's the popular folks like you guys that would have this thing just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Can't even imagine.
That's why we have moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Moderators really allow us to, because a lot of times you'll notice in the chat, there's a lot of side conversations. Like people are like, "Hey, Galleon Adventures, how's it going? Hey, our national venture, nice to see you guys." You know, things like that. It's like, do you make light of all the side conversations, or do you just try and keep up with like questions? And that's what we try to do. We try to just keep up with the questions, or maybe statements that are related to what we're talking about. So
that's neat.
Anyways, that helps us kind of filter out a lot of the excess chat that's going on. It's nice to have the interaction, but it's not necessary to, you know, because if you know, there's a lot of people I've seen live streams and they're literally just reading every line on their stream.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I could sit there, just watch it go up and down. I'm not really feeling like I'm contributing to the story. So, you know, but that's my own opinion on how to do these live streams. So, look, our national adventure has a question. So, we are on Friday. We are leaving Arizona. Well, heading east, and we will be final destination, Athens, Texas, for about a month. We're doing our domicile obligations, and I'll be doing some work camping so that Carolyn will have about a month off of work. So we're excited for that, to be able to switch roles for a little bit. And then from there, we're not too sure. We're going to be trying to head towards the northwest, Washington area. So we're probably picking up a contract somewhere between Texas and Washington. So a lot of that is still up in the air, and we don't know for sure. And I'm not sure about what Bill's plans are. And I know right now you're just working on finishing up your contract. So
that's right. Yeah, we're still here in Waco. Still doing. Where's my hand at? There you go. Waco Lake. Doing the pretty. Still have to put a video together on that. We're volunteering at a Corps of Engineer park, which actually saves us on lot rent, which is helping out with the budget.
That's nice.
So we get a free place to park, and they only ask For part-time, they only ask for 20 hours of volunteering each week. This park is, I haven't worked at others, but it's probably like the easiest park ever, I would think. We just walk around, we pick up trash. I do the gate, open it in the morning, and lock it back up at night twice a week. That's really all we do. It's not a whole lot. And did I freeze again? Oh my goodness. Or is it Garrett? Who knows? I'm just going to keep talking anyway. See if it comes back. But hey, yeah, so the Corps of Engineer gig is pretty cool. We get a free place to park. And I might have lost Garrett. Am I still on? Hello, Howling Fun RV Adventures. Who's gone? Is it me? Am I by myself?
Oh.
I hear him again. Was it me? Was it you? I don't know.
I think it was both of us. I don't know. I thought I would switch it up a little bit, maybe go outside and see if I get better reception outside.
No, that's cool. This is working out. Garrett is back. Yep. Was I on the whole time?
I am back.
That's funny.
No, I think you cut out too. Well, maybe it was just me. I don't know. Maybe you were still there.
Cool. Well, let's see your surroundings. Mine aren't too exciting.
So that's my backyard right now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and we're here with let's see here. They're full-time families. They're full-time families. They're part of the full-time family main group. So we're actually able to do kind of unofficial meetup with. Originally, it was about 6 or 7 families, including No Ordinary Path.
Huh.
So
that's very.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, we were really happy to meet up. The funny thing was, we were like, No Ordinary Path. We want to meet you guys, and then it really devolved into this. Well, I guess anybody, full-time families that wants to come meet us.
That's cool.
And then here we are. So.
Well, thank you, Our National Adventure. Looks like you got to run.
Thanks for stopping by.
Heck yeah.
Yep. Little is waking from a nap. Yes. My little guy, he needs a nap more often than he ends up getting them.
Well, that's cool. Well, heck yeah, I appreciate this, Garrett. Maybe we can actually make this a thing.
Yeah.
It will be a little more structured next time, but I appreciate you. Since if anybody's watching this that isn't familiar with Diary of a Family, Garrett also has an awesome channel of RV Media Creators where he helps folks that are just starting out learn the ropes and get their channel off the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, we have quite a few people that are joining, and the thing is that I remember when we started making videos, and I'm just like, well, I've learned so much, why not help give back? So help other people kind of learn, because y'all have to start somewhere, and if you don't learn, I don't know, I'm just trying to make it easier for us that are on the road. Learn how to do it. So
that's great. Galen needs a nap.
Yeah, Gally needs a nap. He's probably on the assembly line.
I need to figure out if Will finished his math he's been working on for the last couple of days. Poor fella.
Yeah.
It was right at the end of like the unit where you have all these reviews and they're like 100 questions long, something outrageous. But
yeah.
So we're working through that. That's my stay-at-home dad struggle today. Math is hard. I say that often.
Yeah, my kids, we've decided, we've kind of given into the Lego thing, and that means that right now this is what the kids get to clean up. It's about 3,000 Legos worth.
Yikes.
And it's everywhere. So.
Yikes.
But they made the mess. They get to clean it up. So.
I thought maybe you had a Lego tent there or something that contained.
And I told them.
Legos.
Well, the tent was just more for the kids, to be out of the sunlight. I told them, I'm like, any Legos that don't get picked up will be given to other kids. You're not going to be. I'm not going to be continuing to clean up your guys' mess, just so that you can make the mess somewhere else.
Right. There's a lady named Janet in the Fulltime RV Family Life group on Facebook that she has a tent they carry that's specifically the Lego tent. They set it up. Legos go in the tent. They play with the Legos in the tent. It's like, oh, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
If they stay in the tent.
If they stay in the tent.
Yeah.
Well, that's my problem is the kids will, okay, we need to keep the Legos on the mat. And so they bring the box out, and the next thing you know, they're sitting there making it rain Legos.
Right.
And then the whole box just gets dumped. And next thing you know, there's just Legos everywhere. It's a Lego apocalypse.
I hear you. Well, should we shut her down?
Yep.
All right.
40-minute video of the struggles of stay-at-home dads.
We'll trim up the first 5 or whatever where I was just black screen. Now I figured that part out, so that part's done.
Yeah. Well, it might be that YouTube might, when they're processing the video, it might actually auto trim that out. But once you're done, you can always go back to the edit parts of that video and just trim it till it starts.
Yeah, apparently there was a plus sign. I found the plus sign now, so we're set for next time. Well, I appreciate you, Garrett.
No problem.
We will talk to you soon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't got the Diary of a Family, go over there, which you probably have if you're with us. We have a lot of the same peeps. But thank you very much. We'll see you later.
I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
Look, I figured it out. I did it.